Hi, Phil Ciccio here, founder of Success Think and creator of Think Yourself to Success, where we help people just like you get the results that you're looking for in your personal and your professional life. Today I wanted to talk to you about a topic that I share with my clients all the time. The topic is this. It's that the how you're going to do something, or the how you're going to acquire something, or how you're going to become something, the how never matters. I know that might sound strange to you, but the how never matters. See, most people are waiting to figure out how they're going to get something, how they're going to accomplish something, how they're going to acquire more money, or how they're going to become better. The how never matters. The how is what gets in the way of most people. See, the reality is the how is what keeps people from starting in the first place, and it's the start that stops most people. And so I share this topic quite a bit, and I tell people that how doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is a decision, that you make a decision that you're going to do, be, or have, or become that which you want. Once you've made the decision, then guess what? The how begins to show up. The how will show up once you've made a decision that you're going to do, be, or have the thing. I'll give you an example. Many people want to, let's just say, buy a new home or buy their first home, and because they don't know how they're going to have the money or how they're going to pay for it, they don't buy the home. Well, the how is irrelevant until you've decided that you're going to buy the home. Once you've decided that you're going to have the home, then the how begins to appear. And so what happens is once you've made a conscious decision that you're going to have something and you've committed to it, then suddenly your awareness starts to expand. And suddenly you start to hear things or see things or think of things that you otherwise wouldn't have thought of because you weren't actually committed to doing the thing or buying the home. And suddenly the way is shown to you. And so this is important to understand. So let me share with you just a quick story. This just happened the other day. I was with a group of people that I'm working with my Think Yourself to Success program. And there's a woman in our group. Actually, all the people in this group have really started to get this. They started to get this idea. Not just the idea of the how doesn't matter, but how you attract things into your life and how you become more successful and how your self-image is so important. I've been teaching them these concepts over the last several weeks. But they're really starting to get it. And there's a woman in the class, her name is Christine, and she really, truly gets it. And so she shared a topic with me, or something that just happened to her, that is the reason why I'm shooting this video. And so she said to me, Phil, this all just happened to me. The how started to show up. And I said, well, share the story. Well, what happened was her and a friend of hers wanted to participate in an event, an outdoor event. This is an event that's going to be held in Ontario, Canada in October, and it's pretty cold in Ontario in October. This is an outdoor obstacle racing event. It's a world championship racing event. And so she said that her and her friend have been competing and doing these kinds of activities, and this is a major event that they'd like to do. But because it's in October in Ontario and it's freezing cold, they have convinced themselves that it's too cold, it's freezing, and how are we going to do it? And the elevations are different, and they've done all of these things mentally to convince themselves that they're not going to compete here. And so we had a lesson just about a week or so ago, and the lesson was on fear. And I had mentioned to her that the acronym for fear that you've probably heard before is false evidence appearing real. In other words, it's where people create an idea in their mind, they play a movie in their mind of an outcome that scares them, and that outcome causes them anxiety and fear, and they don't do the thing. And if you really think about this for a minute, none of it's true, because all of it's made up in your mind. It isn't in your physical world, but because your subconscious mind doesn't know that that movie that you're playing isn't real, it feels real and scares the daylights out of you. It could be as simple as maybe speaking in front of an audience, and you've never done that, and suddenly somebody asks you to speak. Hey, you got to get up and speak in front of all these people, and you're deathly afraid of speaking in public, and suddenly you play a movie in your mind of what it's going to look like, and that movie happens to be a bad one, right? It happens to be people booing at you, or you choking on your words, or saying something that you didn't mean to say, and suddenly that movie feels real because the subconscious mind doesn't know it's not real, and you get anxiety. You might even get physically ill where you'll actually vomit. So we were talking about how these ideas that are in our mind cause us to feel this way, and it's all made up in your own mind. It's not really, you need to push through it. And so she decided after that lesson that she was going to enter this competition with her friend. She said, I'm not going to allow fear to stop me. Once she made the decision, she said to me that things started to show up. She was sharing this with the class. So Christine said that after she decided that she was going to enter the competition, she mentioned it to her husband. She said, hey, listen, I'm going to do the competition in Ontario. And so her husband just got a new client in his business. And it turns out that this new client happens to own a company called Primaloft. And this company, what they do is they create thermal products, insulative products for clothing for cold temperatures. Think about this. So here she is, worried about entering the competition because of the freezing cold. Her and her friend thought that they couldn't do it because it's going to be too cold. Now she's decided she's going to do it, and suddenly her husband's speaking to a new client who actually has the products and the information. He's going to talk to an engineer, I guess, in his company to find out what would be the best products for Christine and her friend to be wearing during that competition. You see, they wouldn't have needed to know that. They wouldn't have even needed the clothing hadn't they decided to actually enter into the competition. So the key here is all of the stuff that you need to know how to get the things that you want to do, the things that you want to do, are not relevant until you've decided that you're going to do it. Once you've decided, then the how starts to appear. So just make a decision. Whatever it is that you want, where you want to go, who you want to be, what you want to have, just decide that you want it. Then open up your mind, let your awareness expand, and watch not only the things show up, the how show up, but the ideas show up to help you get all the things that you want in your life. I hope this helped you. I hope it served you. I hope Christine helped you here. And if I can do anything for you, reach out to me. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. Have a great day.